Hey, it's Connor. Welcome to iFanboy Mini. iFanboy Mini is the small-sized version of iFanboy, the comic book show. Today is another installment of It Came From the Storage Unit. And if you've never seen an episode before, basically what I do is I went into my storage unit where all my back issues are kept, and I pulled out a bunch of random comic books, and I'm going to try to guess the plot from just looking at the cover. I just sort of randomly pick one and look at it and try to guess, which is hard because I haven't read a lot of these comics in 10, 15, some of them even 20 years, and usually I'm wrong. And today, well, here's the stack right here, and I'm not looking at the front, and something different today. I'm going to actually pick right here on the show. Normally I randomly pick one beforehand, but here we go. I'm going to pick this one, put those down. This one is Captain America 363, and that's a string of Marvel. We have 3 Marvel books in a row, and there's about equally balanced between Marvel and DC, which is weird, so we're going to have a lot of DCs later. Now this is, looking at this cover, it says late November, which means this was coming out twice a month. And this is probably early, 1989, so it's late 80s, early 90s. We see Captain America jumping at Crossbones, who is important right now in comics because he's the one who actually physically shot Steve Rogers in that famous issue at the behest of the Red Skull. We see him here. He's got Diamondback by the hair, and she's obviously been roughed up and have some very strategically placed rips in her costume. Back in this period of time, Diamondback was Captain America's partner and girlfriend, and she was in most of the issues. She was kind of the sidekick who was always there. Clearly, Diamondback was fallen into the clutches of Crossbones. Captain America's going to rescue her because that's what he does. And it's a pretty good looking cover, actually. It's kind of dynamic. Let's take a look inside and see how we do. Okay. Well, Crossbones stole a boat. You gotta hate a villain who refers to a woman as Toots. Or I do, anyway. And we're in Madripoor. Cap's going to rescue her. Someone says, don't, it's a trap. And he says he's going to do it anyway, because that's what Cap does. Captain America. Basically, the cover tells the story here. Crossbones has kidnapped Diamondback after beating her senseless. She's covered in bruises, and this is between adventures. Something had happened in the previous 6 issues, a storyline, which is weird because we think of 6-issue storylines as happening now, but they happened then too. 6 issues ended. Diamondback's kidnapped by Crossbones. He takes her to Madripoor. Captain America, he leaves where she disappeared from, goes back to America, and then turns around and comes back. So Diamondback's taken to Madripoor, where Crossbones is holding her for someone, and then it turns out she's in a brothel. She's chained to a bed. The madam of the house decides she would make a really profitable whore because she's exotic, and so she's going to train her to be. She's going to housebreak her, and that's kind of awful. But then, of course, Cap shows up, but he's wearing a disguise. He's wearing his costume and a trench coat and a fedora over it, and no one's going to notice that this big guy in a mask and red boots is walking into this bar, but he does. The issue ends in a cliffhanger as Captain America confronts Crossbones. And really, that's all you've got going. It's a pretty simple tale. Really, it's all on the cover. Kidnapping, confrontation. And in the next issue, Cap's going to kick Crossbones' ass. So there you have it. Captain America 363. The cover tells the tale. Never cross Crossbones. Because later on, about 15 years down the line, he's going to shoot you. And you'll be dead, and then CNN will show it on the news. If you have any emails, you can email me at contact@ifanboy.com. You can check out our show, iFanboy, our full-length show, every Wednesday at 3 p.m. at revision3.com/ifanboy. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next time.